and welcome to another Humble Experience. I'm Heather, and today I'm going to be making a super easy chicken tortilla soup that is very similar to one of the restaurants that I used to frequent until they closed down here in Michigan. So let me run through the ingredients with you. And this soup does make a lot, so it would be really good to have it for entertaining purposes, or if you go to a potluck, that type of thing. So I have 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. I have 2 cans of cream of chicken, 2 cans of cheddar cheese soup, and 2 cans of cream of celery. And then you can do 2 cans of chicken broth, or like I like to use is the jar, and it's about 2 tablespoons of the chicken paste there that I use with the 30 ounces of water to make that 2 cans up. I have 1 cup of salsa. I'm using all these medium chunky salsa. I have a 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro that I diced up. 1 can of petite diced tomatoes. You can use regular diced if you would like. 1 can of the green chilies. And this one is the 4-ounce can. I have 4 fresh garlic cloves that I've chopped up. I have chili powder. I'm using 1/4 of a teaspoon. And then I'm going to add some pepper. And I have 1 medium onion diced up. And I have some chicken that I used earlier in the week that is rotisserie chicken, or you can use, 3 to 4 chicken breasts depending on the size. So that's what I have here. I cut it all up. So basically, all we're going to do is dump almost all of this together, and then we're going to let it simmer on the stove for an hour, and then we're going to add the chicken and the cilantro, and then let it simmer a little bit longer. So it does take a little bit longer time, a couple hours to do this soup, but it is one of my favorites. I used to get this at the restaurant with a salad and a breadstick, which was really, really satisfying. And then I'm going to whisk this together. So all these soups are combined, and then I'm going to add the water and my chicken broth. That looks good. And when I found this recipe, I was so happy. I found this years ago, and I started making it at home. And I do have another chicken tortilla recipe as well that's a super simple, but that one takes with all fresh ingredients. So look for that one. And then I'm going to add the can of tomatoes. You don't have to drain them. Just put them in whole like that. That's why I like the smaller ones, the petite diced. And then let me do the chopped garlic here. And a little bit of chili powder. And the green chilies. And my salsa. And my fresh onion. So once I mix this up, I'm just going to heat it on the stove, cook it for about an hour, let it come up to a boil, and then reduce the heat. Just let it simmer for an hour, stirring it regularly so it doesn't burn on the bottom. Oh, okay, so now it's been a little over an hour. I've been continuously stirring it just so it doesn't burn. I did bring the temperature up and then I lowered it to like a medium low. So let me grab that, and then what we're gonna do now is add the chicken and the cilantro. And this soup does smell really good. There we go. And I did add a little bit of pepper. I tasted it. With all the soups, the cans of soups, I don't usually add any salt to it just because the soup already has a lot of salt. Give that a good stir. And it looks very colorful. I don't know if you can see it. So now I'm going to put this back on and let it simmer for about another hour to heat up that chicken. And just remember to keep stirring that every so often. All right, it's been about an hour. So I am going to grab the soup off of the stove. Let me tell you, this soup smells so good. It made a big, huge pot. And then what I do is I'll top it with some cheese. I have some Colby-Jack cheese here. And I have some tortilla strips. Like I said, if you don't have to make them, don't. That's the easy way. If not, you know, you can always cut up your own tortilla strips and fry them in a little bit of oil till they're crispy, which I've done both. And look at that soup. A nice, and top it with a little bit of cheese. And a few of those tortilla strips. And this is a really good soup. Like I said, it's from one of the restaurants that I used to go to that are no longer around here in Michigan. But I can make this at home and have a big old pot. So good. So I hope you'll be adventurous and try something new. Make sure you drop me a note in the comments below, give me a like, and be sure to subscribe. And thanks for watching. This is Chicken Tortilla Soup with Heather.